Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. All right. Well, we finally get to do something productive or have time to do something productive other than trying to squeeze a little bit in after work or before work or whatever it would be. I understand some of you guys work on Saturdays and everything like that, so you get other days, but my point is today's Saturday, so I kind of want to make it a day-specific idea today. Now, most of us are doing some sort of prepping every day. I mean, whether it's I don't know, canning something or going to the store and adding to our pantry or gardening or doing whatever. But the one thing we can all agree upon is that everything we're doing is getting more expensive. So we need to come up with some better ideas on what to do. Now, I got an email earlier this week from Jules Goldstein, and she was talking about running into an antique dealer and got to talking to this woman or whatever, and rather than garage selling her I think she said it was her mother's old stuff that was sitting in storage, she got with this antique dealer and got significantly more cash for stuff she had no use for and was just sitting in storage and taking up space. So, two advantages here. She freed up some space and she put some cash in her pocket. But it kind of leads me to a point. It's Saturday. It's springtime. This is garage sale season, guys. So one of two things. If you've got a whole bunch of clutter in your house that you need to make some space, get rid of some of it and raise some cash. I mean, maybe you get a couple $100, but a couple $100 can go a long way depending on what you need in your preps. Okay. The other side is going to garage sales and seeing if you can buy things for your preps. And we all know you can find some crazy deals on things. But think outside the box when you're walking through a garage sale as to what can be used in preps. I know around here, because it's out in the sticks, it's not like we have garage sales, but you'll see, pop-up sales on the sides of the main roads, empty lot or whatever it would be, and somebody will have all the stuff put out there as though it was a garage sale. So kind of like a yard sale on the side of the road. But, gets more traffic, more people will see them. Makes sense. But start thinking about what's in there, what people sell at garage sales. I know all the time I see tons of clothing, okay? Now, this could be beneficial, especially if you have kids. Let's say you've got a 3-year-old and they've got clothes for kids that are 4, 5, 6 years old. Why not pick some up? I mean, I'm not saying, anything silly, but, the kid's going to wear shorts. The kid's going to wear jeans down the road. And a lot of times when you're buying clothes at a garage sale, you're getting them for like 50 cents, okay? Which I don't care, is still cheaper. You can get them at Walmart, Goodwill, wherever. People are just trying to get rid of some stuff. So, throw them in the washing machine, clean them up when you get home, fold them, put them away in storage, and, get a tote and say, kids' clothes 6 to 8 or something like that. There's an idea. You sometimes can find tools, hand tools. Definitely good to have, especially when we get into this summer and Cyber Polygon and all the comment that we're going to probably see rolling blackouts and grid down scenarios this summer as, the powers that be want to see what'll happen if the supply chain goes down, i.e. the 700 some odd barges that are sitting in the Mississippi River right now full of corn and soybeans that can't go anywhere because of the bridge problem. Okay. Which, as somebody said, looks mighty suspicious. Cracks don't make perfectly straight lines, but we'll see how that one all pans out. But, there's something to take a look at. Hand tools of any sort, shovels, hand drills, hand saws, hammers, rakes, whatever you be. People are going to get rid of stuff. The key on some of this is, too, let's say it's a shovel or a rake. It's got a broken handle on it, okay? Now, if y'all gone out and priced a garden shovel or a garden rake lately, okay, A decent garden shovel, big one, not your little hand shovel, big one, it'll cost you about $30, okay, if not more. I bought a new leaf rake the other day at Walmart because I broke the handle on the other one. Raking leaves, go figure. But that was $8. Okay. So even if the shovel head is still good or the rake head, buy the handle. Okay. If you got to buy a new handle, it's fine. It's still going to be cheaper. So, look at things like that. This time around of the year around here too, what you may find, not necessarily only around here, but I know I see it. People sell seedlings, okay? Obviously they're like we do it, put them in a solo cup, they're not in the pretty trays and, everything. But I don't care. I'm going to take it out of the cup anyway and put it in the ground. But, we've all talked about what some of these prices are for seedlings. I think I told you, little tomato plants at Walmart, they wanted, $6 or whatever it is. I've heard some of you guys talking about some of the bigger ones. They want, $25 for a tomato plant. Who the hell's going to spend $25 for a tomato plant? I'm not going to get $25 worth of tomatoes off of a plant. Okay. But, if you have a garage sale and somebody's selling, a bunch of little seedlings, chances are they're selling them for 50 cents a piece, $1 a piece, which is still, a quarter, a third of what you're going to get them at Walmart or Home Depot or anything like that. So take a look there. Also, good idea if you're going to have a garage sale, put some seedlings out because you can sell them too. Okay. You can buy them cheap, but you can also make a little bit of money off them because I don't care. It's $1 is still a lot more than that one little seed in the solo cup cost you. So look at that. But those are some ideas. Get out and do the garage selling because it's a great way to add to your preps on the cheap, and great way to create space in your house if you need more and generate a little cash flow for your preps if you start to become a pack rat. Okay. Then the other thing I wanted to talk about, this kind of came up, we went, had dinner with our neighbors last night. We do that about every other weekend. And so after dinner, we kind of did a garden tour. They looked at their garden, or we went out and, they showed us what was going on in their garden, and we came over here and showed us what was going on in ours. Now, they had this cold spell that everybody's getting. Some of this stuff grows and doesn't. And mind you, they live quarter of a mile away from me, but at a different elevation. They're further up the mountain. So we have completely different microclimates. And so looking at what was working for them, they've already got heads on some of their broccoli. My broccoli plants are big, but I don't have any heads yet. Their celery looks a hell of a lot better than mine. My eggplants look a hell of a lot better than theirs. Okay. We got to talking about potatoes. Oh, miraculously, what did they do? They planted different kinds of potatoes than I planted. And so this is a good time as well to, when you're talking to these people, maybe at a garage sale or neighbors or friends, start planting those seeds with them, maybe, pardon the pun, okay, for a vegetable swap, okay? Hey, you're growing, and I'll use our example, Yukon Gold potatoes, and I'm growing Kennebec Whites, and neither one of us are growing the same. Yours are better for baking potatoes, mine are better for stew potatoes. Maybe after we finish, we just swap some potatoes, and then everybody has some of everything. But talk to people about stuff like that now. It could come very much in handy, potentially this summer, if this whole cyber polygon and supply chain fiasco that the World Economic Forum is planning comes to fruition, which, how do you do an exercise and go, what would happen if the supply chain crashed? If you don't crash the supply chain, you can't run a computer simulation of that. But where I say this could be important, look at what happened with the Colonial Pipeline thing. One little cyber hack, and all of a sudden within a couple of days, and these are the numbers, 15,000 gas stations across the Southeast were out of gas. Now, imagine if the power goes out. 150,000 ATMs don't work. The credit card machine over all of New England doesn't work. Just think of little things like that and what it could affect you. So that's what I kind of want to talk about today. Here again, take advantage of the season, garage sale season, and planting season, and see what you can find or what you can sell to improve your prepping situation. So, all right, I got a cup of coffee to finish, and then I got to get the tiller out, and I got to till my corn bed and get some corn in the ground and get some carrots in the ground, and that's the plan for this morning. And here it's just about 7 o'clock, so I'm going to try to be nice enough to the neighbors and give them a little bit of time to sleep on Saturday, but I got work to do. So tough. I'm up, you can be up. They're not that close anyway, and it's an electric tiller, so I shouldn't wake anybody up. But y'all have a great Saturday. Be productive today. Get something done. Have a good one. Pinball out.